Greetings. Today I wanted to talk about a few notes with these low tunnels. Growing with a low tunnel through the wintertime. Some people use 2 layers of cover when it gets much colder in December and January. Today is December 1st. I plan on using only 1 layer of cover. Some things that I've noted and observed this far is, well, one very important one that I had today is when growing with low tunnels, it's not really like a greenhouse like I was trying to use it as, where you can kind of like plan to open it up periodically and then close it back up and then open it back up. You really just want to plant your crops, label what crops are going to be in there, and depending on what days you planted them and how much daylight is available, that will determine, what you record when your plants will be ready. And simply just record when the plants will be ready, and then I would not open up the tunnels until it's time to harvest from the plants. And maybe that might have been like very obvious for other people, but I don't know, I didn't come to the realization until now. Unless you have a good system for opening and closing it, like right here the front, I was just using some rocks. I'm just using what's available to me. Some people use sandbags, some people dig a furrow and bury like the agribon in a trench, and I'm just still finding out what works good for me. What actually does work really good is on the back side. I've layered it with mulch, but I left the rocks because I was thinking about needing to be able to get into it, but it seems like that does more harm than good. So definitely, yeah, you might be better off with just digging a trench, burying the row cover in, or sandbags, and just, like I said, I can't stress enough, not opening up until everything is ready. Unless you have a different system that might work better, where you can open it up and close it back up. If you do, leave it down in the comments and share with me and other people so we can all get better at growing with these low tunnels. And another quick note I wanted to make is that if you are going to set up these low tunnels with the agribon cover, don't have any hardwood cuttings like those right there inside the tunnels, because I put up the cover thinking like, oh, they'll be fine in there, but it didn't get windy yet. And once it got windy, from the agribon cover flapping on the hardwood cuttings inside, it poked holes in the sides. So I'm currently plugging them with leaves and grass. So that's also gonna hurt my I don't know how bad it's gonna hurt the production through the wintertime, but one thing Elliot Coleman talks about is it's not so much the cold and it's not so much the daylight for growing through the winter as it is the very harsh, drying winter winds. So obviously having those holes is going to allow more wind to come through than would have been allowed if those holes weren't there. But I don't want to put plastic clear tape on top of the holes, because if the plastic heats up from the sun, then that might cause a chemical release, and you know how that goes. So we're just using what's available to me. These are my notes on growing with low tunnels, and maybe I'll do a part 2 update in the spring. And yeah, much love, wholeness. Thank you for following along. If this information was any of value to you, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and you have a blessed day.